What is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD Wednesday here back in your play source, and this is of course Road to PS5, the weekly dang it Kevin dang it the weekly podcast series about any and all things PS5 as we head towards the release of the PlayStation 5. With me, of course, my luxurious co-host, the ArachKnight. How are you doing, good sir?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. You know, the sun's shining. You know what I'm saying? It's not as hot anymore.
Oh yeah,
That's great.
A plus.
A lot of positive things. We're not getting any crisp cold wind yet, but I feel that they're coming. You know, I think October is gonna be when we, get the spooky vibes going. You know what I'm saying? The, gust of wind, if you will. But besides all that, you can watch the show here on YouTube.com/PlayStation Source, as well as your favorite podcast service every Sunday by hitting the anchor link down below to find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Podcasts, Spotify, and any other major podcast service, or by just searching the PlayStation Source podcast feed on your respective favorite podcast service. To support the show, you can of course like and subscribe, as well as become a member of the channel by hitting the join button or the link in the description. The Prince tier and the King tier are $1 and $5 respectively. That give you access to different channel badges, emotes, as well as shoutouts in all PS content, just like the homies Caleb Kaiser, Bashful Brody, Owen, and the homie ArachKnight. Follow us on other platforms such as Discord and Twitter down below in the description as well. Get in that Discord server. You know what I'm saying? Get in that Discord server. We're always chatting in there, having a good time. But ArachKnight said you're doing well. Have you been playing any games?
I have been.
Any video juegos?
Yeah,
That's not how you say it.
No.
Is it? I forgot I said video games in Spanish.
No, I know, like
it's something like that, right?
yeah, something like that.
Video games in Spanish. What do we got? Oh yeah, I was right.
Yeah,
video
juegos.
juegos.
Yeah, no.
Hell yeah.
I thought it was said another way, but yeah, I have been playing games. I don't know. I got the sudden craving for the old Dead Rising games.
Yes, I think you talked about that last week as well. So you're just continuing on that.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
I played Dead Rising 1, 2, and Off the Record. And
What is Off the Record?
Off the Record is just Dead Rising 2, but they put in the protagonist of Dead Rising 1 instead of the new protagonist of Dead Rising 2.
Oh, okay, I see.
So,
interesting.
Yeah, no, I remember how much I loved those games growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I played it on PS3. I think I got close to the platinum on PS3. And
Man, why did I forget Dead Rising was on PlayStation consoles?
yeah, no, the last major Dead Rising game that we saw on PlayStation that wasn't a port was Off the Record, which was in 2012.
Interesting.
2013.
Okay. Interesting.
But it's been a while. So I really, really enjoyed replaying those games. I had a lot of fun with them. And I've been playing Nier Automata.
Yeah, ooh, I've heard a lot about that game.
Oh yeah, no, my sister has raved about it for years. So we finally set up family share on Steam.
Nice.
So she has it, so I was like, yeah, I'll try it out. And so far I'm loving it.
Interesting. Okay.
It is the soundtrack, first and foremost, is phenomenal. It is a beautiful soundtrack.
What's the actual gameplay genre, if you will? Is it a third person action, hack and slash? Is it
Hack and slash,
hack and slash? Okay.
Yeah, it's very easy to pick up. There's the beginning segment is where you fly around in a plane and have to to shoot drones from in isometric top down view.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. But the core game is hack and slash, kind of just beat 'em up.
I see.
And it's very easy to pick up.
Yeah, didn't they just put out the remaster or remake of the first game?
Yeah,
what is that called?
Replicant.
Nier Replicant. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Gotcha.
So I after my sister has like talked about it for a long time, and I played it a few years ago, and I thought it was fun. I just dropped it because Horizon released. Like, so I finally played. It was either Horizon or Nier, and I was excited for Horizon, so I picked Horizon and just never got back to it. But
I see.
And finally I'm back into it, and it's a lot of fun. So I definitely recommend that.
You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. For me, like, the Nier series is definitely on my list, but it's not that far high on my list.
No, I get
what
that.
I'm saying?
I'm still very early into it, but I will let you know. But so far, I do recommend it.
Beautiful. You'll love to see it. You been playing anything else?
Honestly, no. Like, Dead Rising has taken a lot of my time. Like,
you're like, honestly, just been Dead Rising. I mean, playing through all 3 games, yeah, no, I bet that's a bit time consuming for sure. Did you get into the Cold War Alpha? I kind of wanted to talk to you about that because that drew. Oh wait, no, did we talk about that last week?
Very briefly, but I don't mind retreading.
I know why I put it on here. I put it on here again because I played Friday night of last week before we started recording.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So then we recorded Saturday morning. I got a little bit more into it Saturday night. I got to report some things. All right. So when we talked about it last week, I was very much positive about it. Right. Then on Saturday is when I started feeling the negatives about the alpha for me. I started feeling the skill-based matchmaking. Definitely they got enough data on how I play to match it with other players that are of my similar skill level. And I definitely felt the sweat in the lobbies, for sure. That definitely needs to be toned down. And then later on, shortly after I was feeling the skill-based matchmaking, I also felt the snipers in Cold War Alpha, which were insane. But yeah, so I just wanted to just give some more, more of a fair assessment on Cold War Alpha, because I was very, very positive on it last week, and I wasn't seeing the negatives, if you will, with the alpha. So, yep. But do you have any other thoughts on Black Ops Cold War?
I don't. There's something that I've been wanting to talk to you about. I don't understand the controversy around skill-based matchmaking.
I can explain it.
Like, there are a lot of games that I've played have SBMM, and in my opinion, I don't see the issue with it because, like, I don't know. It's just like Titanfall 2 has SBMM, and in my opinion, it's more enjoyable to go against people that are just as good, if not better, so I can get better. Like, I'm not sweating. Like, I'm just like, I'll be in like a Discord call or listening to music, just like chilling out and just playing. But I don't understand the issue with surrounding it. Like, Modern Warfare had it to an extent, I believe.
Modern Warfare is pretty thick too.
Yeah, and I thought it was fine. Like, but I'm also like more akin like for FPS is like shooters in general are my bread and butter. I like to say that I'm good at them.
You're a PC gaming god, good sir.
The only time that it was a little bit like I was playing against just like campers and sweat lords was when I was grinding for Damascus, and I was using a pistol, and I went like 40 and like 3 with just a pistol. And so after like, that was a little tough.
Yeah. So like my whole thing is that like inherently skill-based matchmaking I know is necessary, but I just think it's too strict in public matches, right? Like, I think public matches should be just solely based off of... Oh, also, another big thing is that if they are matching off of skill, it will rank that higher than, like, location of where the other players are at. And I just think that a better experience overall is had when the matchmaking is based off of how close people are to you in your lobbies and like the region. That way, everyone has a nice and
like a ping
base,
yeah.
Yeah. Like I think ping should be the number one factor of matchmaking, and like it just feels like if they're gonna have a strict matchmaking system in pubs, like I don't know how high you can rank ping on that whole thing, and like ping might be left to the wayside to favor skill base, right? I think that they should just split it up into three, honestly. I think that there should be a league play, a Black Ops 2 ranked play, where you get a ranking for your performance, right? You're either like a platinum player, a gold player, silver player, this, not there, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you're added to the ranks. Maybe they have a rollout seasonal thing as well, where in the same vein where in public matches you have the, oh my God, what's it called? Battle Pass, you know what I'm saying? And like different seasons, maybe every season you go back to your original rank and then go from there again, you know what I'm saying, on the league play side. And I think there should be in like league play like that, I think that's where the thick, strict skill-based matchmaking should be, honestly. And for like the players that are just starting out with the game, they get a recruit playlist where it's like your first 10 to 15 levels you're with other recruits, you know what I'm saying, just get a feel for the game, and then you get to graduate to pub matches, which pub will say has like a low moderate skill-based matchmaking. Like I want pub matches to prioritize connection over anything else, especially over skill, because I think if you want that sweatfest experience, like if you want it to be challenged in that way amongst other peers, I think that should be in league play.
Yeah, no,
I don't know. Yeah, like
no, yeah. I agree. I can definitely see the issue surrounding that. Like, for me, I don't know. My experiences, I can only speak for myself. So like, I definitely do understand the issues surrounding like connection based, like over like connection based matchmaking to skill based matchmaking. Like one or the other. I'd rather play with a good connection, because anything above like 100 ping, even 100's pushing, in like 80 ping is,
I say like anything like over 80 is like
unplayable.
You feel that. Yeah, you definitely feel it.
So
definitely feel it, especially with like a twitchy shooter like COD, you know what I'm saying, where like every frame matters, for sure.
I didn't enjoy the beta just gameplay wise, like with I definitely felt the sniper sweat. Like they're sweating, like it's bad. It's I don't understand how it's fun to just sit there menacingly.
Oh man, they did say that they're gonna patch the snipers for the beta, so.
Yeah, but it was okay. Like, but I'm speaking from a place from like I no longer enjoy playing shooters on a controller after a long time with mouse and keyboard. Like it's night and day. It is a completely different feel.
Oh no, I bet. Oh yeah.
With sensitivity and just the precision needed with some guns, like it is night and day when it comes to playing shooters. So I didn't enjoy it, just in large part to the feel of a controller.
Right.
But other than that, like it felt solid. I like the guns. Like the gunsmith is pretty much straight from Modern Warfare. It feels like a COD game. It's Call of Duty. They're pretty much similar with this new engine. Like Modern Warfare and this, like it feels fine.
Yeah. I mean, overall, like I still walk away with like definitely a lot more positives about Cold War, for sure. But there's some things. Every COD has issues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is what it is. But you know what doesn't have? Honestly, what doesn't really have? You know what? No, I'm sure there's issues. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Good sir. Have you ever played Ori and the Will of the Wisps, or the first game, Ori and the Blind Forest?
I have watched my friend play through the first game, like a good chunk of it.
Listen, if the first game is like fire, right? This is like scorched. You know what I'm saying? Like this is that blue flame. You know what I'm saying? This is that like unnatural fire. Will of the Wisps is fantastic. It is a more like 2.5D, but mostly 2D, honestly. Platformer with combat, different stuff like that. It is fantastic. It's a great time. I'm still loving it. Big fan of it. Came out on Switch, and it's holding me from Hades. I know everyone's talking about Hades. You know what I'm saying? Everyone loves fucking Hades. Guys, let me enjoy my Ori. Then I'm gonna jump to Hades. That's my next Switch game. All right, that's next on the dock. All right, but Ori, I'm like in the middle of the game. Like that sounds so stupid. Like I'm definitely beyond the middle. And I'm working on like I have to go to the north, east, southwest to do certain tasks to be able to go to the end boss, I believe. But it's been great. I'm having a grand time. If you've played the original Ori with that save system, it's a weird thing where they're like essentially like save checkpoints, right? But a part of your arsenal as Ori is that you have blue orbs, which are energy, and then green orbs, which are health, right? So you have to spend the energy point at a save checkpoint to be able to save, right? And that made a lot of different things hard in Ori 1, a lot more difficult than what it might seem because of how far away you're spawning from where you just got killed. You know what I'm saying? But now they have just gone away with that. They have a very, very, very generous autosave system. You know what I'm saying? Which definitely takes a little bit of the difficulty out, but I feel like it doesn't really take it out. It just funnels it into like harder bosses and like different challenges. You know what I'm saying? Where like part of it being quote unquote difficult is not like going through this one hard section to get to the boss that you died at and then having to do that section all over again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah. So I feel like this is definitely a little bit more approachable for someone that hasn't played the first Ori, but you're probably gonna want to play the first Ori. There's the story actually picks up from both games. Like they definitely have a story to them for sure, and it's great. I am loving the game. I love it so much. Honestly, this is far and away like my favorite thing coming out of Xbox, even though Moon Studios isn't owned by Xbox. It's a great grab for them. Like this is such a good IP. You know what I'm saying? And like this is definitely one of the games that PlayStation ought to have someday. You know what I'm saying? Always great. I'm playing it on Switch, by the way, which you can buy both of them on Switch. It's a great time. Very, very fun, very colorful, very beautiful game. If you want to see screenshots at the KDS123 on Twitter, my personal Twitter, definitely check it out. ArachKnight, we did the deed. We beat Crash 2. Now I'm really seeing that the Crash games get significantly easier.
Oh.
As opposed to the first one.
The first one is walking uphill, then Crash 2 is like kind of like it slopes down, and Crash 3 is just like a roller skate down. Not in terms of quality, but just in difficulty, absolutely.
It's just difficulty. Like I think that like Crash 2 and 3 traded their like, oh, let's be brutal as fuck hard soul for like let's just be creative. Like let's make the player think, you know, but not necessarily beat them upside the head with like difficulty. You know what I'm saying? Which I appreciate, honestly. So I beat Crash 2. Crash 2 I thought was good. You know what I'm saying? And coming from Naughty Dog, right? I'm beginning to see a trend because I also played Crash 3. We're one stream down. We're probably gonna beat that Crash 3 next time I stream it, honestly, because there's 5 worlds and I beat 3 of them already.
It's a short one.
Yeah, in like 2.5 hours. So I mean, we're on the doorstep. But I think what I'm gonna get at is that like Naughty Dog definitely has something with, at least from the Uncharted trilogy and with the Crash trilogy seemingly, that The first game, it is what it is, right? Like, first game is based what this IP is. The second game is a refined version of the first version of that game, right? A la Uncharted 2, Crash 2. I'd say are very similar to Uncharted 1 and Crash 1, respectively, just fine-tuned. You know, Crash 2, there was definitely some challenge, but it wasn't crazy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then Uncharted 3 is very different from 1 and 2 in like a lot of different ways. They take a lot of risks, and I see that. I think that's what they're going with Crash 3 overall. But honestly, I'm enjoying Crash 3 a lot. Like, there's a lot of different, biomes that you're going to the desert. You know what I'm saying? You go into the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? There's car racing in there, which I think is probably the stepping stone to Crash Team Racing. I think, Yeah. But I am having a lot of fun with Crash 3. Crash 3 is fun. Definitely enjoying it. But overall, still on that Crash grind. Definitely by next episode, I would be in Crash 3, and I'll have impressions on Crash 4.
Oh yeah, that comes out soon. Yeah. I've preloaded it. I didn't.
Dude, we got that coming out. Then we have Star Wars Squadrons coming out next Friday too, bro. Mm-hmm. Oh, my boy. I can't wait for both of them, bro. Yo, and honestly, I was thinking, that's actually the last 2 games I'm buying from my PS4.
Yeah.
Listen, your boy may shed a little tear. I don't know, man. It's kind of emotional, man. I don't know, dog. I've had PS4 this whole gen, and we're moving on.
We are.
Speaking of moving on, I guess I should say it here just in case you guys missed it. But on Friday, we did officially unveil Road to Miles Morales. It's happening, boys. We're doing the Road to series about Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's gonna be a short, at least what's planned, 8-episode series leading up to release, covering our first impressions. You know what I'm saying? We'll do the bets about Miles Morales and all that good stuff. Metacritic review. You know what I'm saying? Spoiler cast, all that good stuff. For Road to Spider-Man Miles Morales. But not only us two, we have a third member as well joining us for that episode. For those episodes. To Real Deathly. You know what I'm saying? One cousin of mine. So, should be cool. I'm excited. I don't think they're going to be as big of a podcast as opposed to like Road to PS5. But who knows? We'll see. If they're short, they're short. It's all good. No worries. But I'm excited for that. That is premiering next week, before the next episode. So the next podcast on your feed for Bethesda's podcast feed will be Road to Miles Morales episode 1, and then on Sundays you will still get Road to PS5 at its time. So yeah, get hyped, get excited. Hyped. So you get a whole Road to weekend. You get Road to Miles Morales on Saturdays, and then Road to PS5 on Sundays. Is lit.
It's lit. You'll love to see it.
You know what else is lit?
What?
The first news thing we have here on the dock. Now, this was the last thing that happened this week, but I have to put this on the top of the dock. All right? Travis Scott has a PS5. What the fuck? So, did you see this?
I did.
Man.
He gets a McDonald's deal, now a PS5. Like, what else do you need?
Bro, he is living it. He has leather pants in the Instagram. If you guys don't know, you can go to Travis Scott's Instagram. Just simply Travis Scott. And the caption says, quote, "I will be playing until the sun up," unquote. Which I kind of want to get that. So, I really want to get that caption tatted on me somewhere. I don't know. But yeah. The DualSense is there chilling in the flesh. Right there. I got to imagine, though. Do you think he has a PS5 for real? Or do you think it's just a controller?
It's got to be the console. Because...
Think so?
Yeah, because, I don't know. We're not too far out from release. We're just shy of 2 months.
That is true.
So, what's the best way for them to advertise?
Other than having the Travis Scott.
I don't understand the hoopla
The hoopla.
Surrounding, like, I don't, like, I saw it, I was like, cool, he's got a PS5. Why him in particular? I don't know.
I just love the prospect of, like, amongst the first individuals to have a PS5 is, like, Jeff Keighley, right?
Yeah, of course.
And then one Travis Scott. I just think that is just that's just great. You know what I'm saying? That's just fantastic. You know? I don't know. Like, and I love when, like, my love for hip hop and R&B and all that mixes with gaming. Like when Drake was at E3 unveiling like FIFA 15 probably or something like that. It was like E3 like 2014 or 2015. Drake pulled up to E3 to announce FIFA. Very, very weird.
Yeah, but I don't always understand that. Like, it feels, because with companies like Sony or like any like big company, it's like the people making those decisions are typically older. So it's like how do you do, fellow kids? Here's Drake. It's like, oh, like how do we get the kids to get a PS5? Give one to Travis Scott, baby. Like that's the way to go. It's like really, it feels. I don't know. There's no better way I can explain it than how do you do, fellow kids? Here's Travis Scott. Go get the McDonald's.
The kids
burger.
like Cactus Jack, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Tell them Cactus Jack sent you.
And Cactus Jack told you to get a PS5.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's just very strange to me.
I mean, I don't think it's necessarily like effective. I mean, maybe it is effective. I don't know. Like maybe the younger crowd is like freaking out over Travis Scott having PS5. Me purely, I just think it's hilarious when like someone that I wouldn't assume plays games, or like I know is not as hardcore as us, has just a PS5. I just think that's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Also, I'm a huge Travis Scott fan, to be absolutely frank about it. I'm a big Travis Scott fan. But you know what else was either you're a fan of or it is what it is. ArachKnight, where were you Monday morning? You know what? Actually, run me through this. Run me through how you got the news that Microsoft secured Bethesda, specifically ZeniMax.
I woke up to see it all over Twitter, and it's like, okay, cool, I don't care. And then I went back to bed. It's like, I don't understand why everybody's freaking out so bad about it. It's like, oh, It's a wrap for Sony. It's a wrap. It's over. They're bankrupt. It's gone. It's like, it's ZeniMax. It's one branch, one part. And
I mean, sorry. No, go ahead.
Okay, like, this is gonna be this might be a flaming hot take.
Let's fucking go. Let's go.
Who the fuck cares about Bethesda?
Oh shit! He said it.
Like,
look,
they published Doom, and I will forever be grateful.
Yeah, wait a minute. You fucking love Doom.
What is going on? I love Doom, but the only thing they're good for is a payroll. They published. Wow. They like. Okay, Skyrim, great. Came out 9 years ago. I get it. It was a good game. I get it. Fallout 4, kind of mediocre. Fallout 76, absolutely mediocre. What else have they done?
They did the Wolfenstein series, which I'm a big fan of Wolfenstein. Now they also did recently Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Oh, Youngblood was Wolfenstein was okay. Like Youngblood was trash.
No, Youngblood is indeed some trash. I did pay for that full price. Was I happy about it? No. But I do love the Wolfenstein. Okay, look, Wolfenstein 1 is I personally liked it a lot when I played it, but you know, I understand that it's not the hottest thing in the world. I get it. Wolfenstein 2 though, I will defend that game. Wolfenstein 2 some heat. Dishonored as well, 1 and 2.
Bethesda published that. Arcane made that.
Isn't Arcane owned by Bethesda?
I think they're part of it, but it's still like I'm not counting that as a Bethesda victory. That's an Arcane victory to me. Like Bethesda just bankrolled it. Like if we're counting just Bethesda made this and published it and all that, they did that.
Here, let's put this into perspective, right? So the studios that are included in Microsoft's Bethesda acquisition, okay? Got the full list. Let's run it down. Bethesda Softworks, which is the publisher, which is the publishing arm of Bethesda, right? Then there's Bethesda Game Studios, right? They are responsible for Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Starfield, as well, right? Mm-hmm. We have id Software, who makes Doom, Rage, and Wolfenstein. ZeniMax Online, which is basically like the PC, I guess, arm of that, of Bethesda, which is Elder Scrolls Online and Fallout 76, LMAO. There's Arcane, we're talking about right here. So they did Dishonored, Prey, Deathloop, and I think they specifically did Youngblood. So Arcane did Youngblood. And then there's Machine Games, who also worked on Youngblood as well. Wait, why is that broken up so weird? This list is weird because Machine Games developed Wolfenstein. What the? Well, whatever. Tango Works, Evil Within, Ghostwire Tokyo. This team called Alpha Dog for Monstro City Rampage. I guess a mobile game. I don't know. And then, formerly known as Human Head, now it's called Roundhouse Studios. They make Prey.
So yeah, Bethesda just bankrolls.
I mean, but all these studios are now under Microsoft's domain now.
Well, yeah, no, that's great. That doesn't mean that they're all going... Like, they could all be exclusives, yeah. That would suck. But it's... I don't understand, like, why everybody's freaking out so bad. Like, I doubt it. Because...
I mean... Go ahead.
All I was going to say is, like... The only way that I could see this becoming an issue is that if every game under these companies becomes an exclusive.
Right.
Like, that would be an issue to console gamers primarily. Yeah, like if you only have a PS4 and a PS5 and no alternatives to play anywhere else, then yes, that is an issue.
Yeah, like where I'm at with this whole thing is that like I talked a lot about this on Joyco's Gamescast. You've got like my full in-depth opinion and all that, but here's the thing, right? I just don't conceive Microsoft, right, spending $7.5 billion, $7.5 billion ArachKnight. Has that seeped in for you yet? $7.5 billion. You know how much Star Wars was? 4.
It's. $7 billion out of all that was Doom.
I did want to see, because when I first heard that number, right, and I think Christian gave me a nice like perspective of like, hey, games are a lot more expensive to make than movies, right? I can understand that, right? Totally. But like just based off of the like name IP alone, right? If Star Wars is $4 billion, right? My mom knows Star Wars. My dad knows Star Wars. They might not enjoy the movies, but like they know of that name.
It's a household
My grandma, name. It's a household name. My grandma served Star Wars, right? So like a name recognized, what am I saying? A household name, right? Household brand that's recognized globally, right? Star Wars, right? Is worth $4 billion. My mom has never heard of Bethesda. My mom's never heard of Skyrim. My mom's maybe heard of like Doom and Wolfenstein like from back in the day. Maybe, you know, maybe my uncles have heard of, you know, Doom and Wolfenstein from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But I know my grandma hasn't. You know what I'm saying? I know the average person doesn't know who Bethesda is. They've maybe heard of Fallout, but I don't know if like that's worth $7 billion. 7.5, excuse me. You know, what do you think? Do you think they overpaid?
Yeah. They probably were. They were going in. They were doubling down. They were going in big, because, like, I've seen reports, like, I have no idea if they're valid or not. It's just rumors around the rumor mill that Halo Infinite isn't gonna come out until 2021, like holiday 2021.
Yes, yeah, that was off. I forgot where. I saw that like 2 days ago. I forgot where that's coming from, but I know that's the current. And there was some evidence to support that. I forgot the evidence, but yeah, you're right.
So, if you that's a big blow to Microsoft and Xbox. That's a blow. Because Halo, when you think of Xbox, you think of Halo, at least in my opinion.
Absolutely.
So, the best way to keep people interested and to get them excited is to have the Skyrim boys, because it's fucking all of it's Skyrim. Bethesda. When I think of Bethesda, I just think of the Todd Howard stuff, where it's like it just works.
Right.
So you have the flagship company that made one of the best games of all time to a good majority of people. Like Skyrim is one of the best games of all time to a lot of people. And you have all these companies that are tied into this massive company, like ID and all them and Arcane. And that's the best way to keep people interested and to get people talking about your console and the prospect of having exclusivity surrounding these amazing franchises like Doom.
Yeah.
I don't see it becoming an exclusive. Like, I hope I'm correct in saying that there's a lot here that would pay off for Microsoft to have on the PS5. Like, it's because when you buy, like, if you buy the next Doom game on the PS5, Microsoft still gets a lot of the profit. Like you're
70%.
Yeah, you're expanding on what you get by allowing everybody to play. Which
sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no. Which is why I don't really care for exclusives primarily. Like in my opinion, I feel like everybody should be able to play every game. Like it's if you're trying to get money, I understand as like, oh, you have to buy this $500 console to play the game. That sucks. Like, in my firm opinion, I feel like everybody should be able to play anything they want. Like, if I want a PS5, I'm getting it for the hardware. It's like,
oh, that's interesting. Yeah, no, I do feel like exclusives matter for sure. Like, I feel like, especially now with this generation and going into this next gen, how during the PS5 and Xbox One era, PS4 and Xbox One release, one of the questions that we would ask is, okay, what are your friends getting? Right? Like, if you want to play with your friends, you gotta, now that we have crossplay and cross generation and all that good stuff, now that question's out the door, and now I think solely it's off of exclusives.
It's
in terms of like which machine you're gonna get, like which bundle of plastic are you gonna get.
A big reason why I prefer PlayStation as a whole, it isn't just for their exclusives, but it's, I don't know if it's just me. I appreciate the PlayStation UI. Like, it is.
No, I mean, that's totally valid. Yeah.
It's smoother to operate. It's streamlined. It's cleaner, in my opinion, than Xbox is. Like, I just appreciate a good UI. I appreciate a good, like, a good system behind the games and all that. And even if I could play Spider-Man Miles Morales on the Xbox Series X, even if I could play anything I wanted on any console, I would still choose a PlayStation just for the hardware itself, because I prefer speed over anything. Like, the SSD is very promising, and it would motivate these companies to focus on their hardware and to focus on what they can offer, the best they can offer for the best available price, if it wasn't just like, oh, you can only play Spider-Man here. So, for people like me, fuck. Like, if Sorry, you go.
No, go ahead.
All I was gonna say is like, even if I was like an Xbox fan, first and foremost, if I can only play Spider-Man on the PlayStation, I would buy a PlayStation. I did it for Dead Rising. I'll do it again.
So, okay, I have a question, then I have a statement of like my whole thought on this whole thing, right?
Shoot.
Question: are you gonna get Game Pass now? I mean, you can play the next Doom.
Have it.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Well, then, yeah. Well, then, I mean, that's at least a silver lining that, like, you know, you could play all these games on your PC via Xbox Game Pass. For $15 a month.
Yeah, that was something I was gonna say is you know from Uncut Gems, like This Is How I Win.
Yes.
With Sony bringing games to PC and the Xbox Game Pass, this is how I win.
No, high key. I think like low key. Yo, the PC might be the generation winner next time we go around. Like, yeah, yo, the PC got it like that. So here is my ultimate thing, right? Here's where my head's at, right? Microsoft acquires Bethesda, $7.5 billion, right? They have three ways I see this going. One way is everything is exclusive from here on out. They honor the Ghostwire Tokyo exclusivity. They honor the Deathloop exclusivity. Then from there on out, it's either on Game Pass or buy it on Xbox, and that's it. Period. Right? Just shut it out because they have every right to do that. They own the IP now. They own the studio. They paid $7.5 billion. So why would they put it on other platforms? You know what I'm saying? It makes sense, right? That makes sense. I don't think that is what they're thinking, though. Here's what I truly think they're thinking, right? I think they will go the middle way, right? You know what? No, let me say the other way that they could go. I could also see it just being time exclusivity. You know what I'm saying? Hey, for the first year, it's going to be on Game Pass and Xbox platforms, and then it'll come to PlayStation and Switch or whatever else other platforms that come out of this next gen a year after release, right? That's cool as well. You know what I'm saying? Will that still, in my mind, effectively be exclusive? Kind of, because I'm not going to resist to not play Wolfenstein 3 day one. I'm not going to resist to play Doom 3 or whatever it's called, you know, year one. You know, I'm just not going to be able to resist. Just me as a shitty gamer, right? But then I think there's the middle way that I think is really going to be key, right? I think that off of going what, you know, Phil Spencer has said, hey, we don't believe, they've said they don't believe in exclusivity, they don't really like it, they want the future of Xbox to be everywhere. Like, they are trying to spread the room, you know what I'm saying? They are trying to be in as many screens as possible. We even had one of the people on Bethesda, I forgot, I don't think it was Todd Howard, it may have been Todd Howard that said this, but he was saying that, hey, this partnership, this deal is not exclusive to one screen. This is a multi-screen, multi-platform deal, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, from his point of view, it's just Microsoft gives us the security to be able to make the games that we want, this and the third, a lot of benefits on Microsoft's side. That's great, right? That's why I think, honestly, if you couple those words from Bethesda saying that, hey, this deal is a multi-platform deal, right? It's not just about one platform. And we have Xbox going on this whole tirade, this whole entire lead up to Xbox Series X that, you know, hey, we don't believe in exclusivity, play anywhere, you buy a game on Xbox, you play it on PC, whatever, right? Like, that whole thing of, like, we don't believe in exclusivity, right? I think that they are going to, fundamentally, this deal is in all essence and what was meant to be bolstering Game Pass, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I honestly think that, like, the headline low-key should have been Game Pass by Bethesda, not Xbox, right? Because I really think that, you know, it's going to be just as enticing to talk to people, be like, hey, listen, look, you can either play, you know, Starfield, Elder Scrolls 6, Fallout, Doom, Wolfenstein, right? You can pay $15 a month and play them all day and date when they release via Game Pass. Or you can play them on PlayStation and pay $70 a pop, right? And what's crazy is that when you give people that choice, you win on both fronts because you're bolstering Game Pass. Because I mean, clearly a lot of people are going to. I mean, I would if I had as is the Game Pass. Of course, I would pay the $15 a month and play all the Bethesda games I want, right? For just that $15 a month. That, in a sense, is bolstering game. Not even in a sense, that is bolstering Game Pass. That is having more monthly subscribers, and that's a wrap. But also, you get it on the other side too, because then you get 70% of every $70 Bethesda game that's on PlayStation. Like, they are gonna get all the money.
Yeah, no.
You know, so that's why I honestly think that's where they will go. Now, there's an obvious, like, hey, I don't know. They could easily just do exclusive, and that, you know, definitely makes sense. Definitely checks out. I just think that, like, the way they have talked, I think that's more likely what they're gonna do, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Just why not make all the money? Anywhere.
All the time.
You know? All the time. Unlike me.
Same.
Making no money. Anywhere. All the time. In spite of all
money.
that. For sure. You know what else we're losing, ArachKnight? Gigabytes in our size of games. So we I just want to bring this up because we had a little bit of news regarding some games and their install sizes on PS5. Of course, it's a big thing because there's only 825 gigabytes out the box, but then who knows how much the OS will be in terms of size. So it could be around 600 to 700 gigabytes. Who knows how big the OS is going to be. But besides all that, Demon Souls will eat up 66 gigabytes of the PS5. Miles Morales will be 50 gigabytes. But then if you get the ultimate edition of Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, right, which will include Spider-Man Remastered, that puts it at 105 gigs, right? Which is interesting also because if you do the math, that means that Spider-Man Remastered is 55 gigabytes, bringing it down 20 gigabytes from its PS4 counterpart with all the DLC included, which was 75 gigabytes on PS4. So we get 20 gigs off of the original Spider-Man game on PS5 if you do that math. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
You'll love to see optimization.
Truly. And like I think that's partially maybe because the SSD and how they don't have to, you know, duplicate assets maybe, but yeah, I just want to bring it up, you know what I'm saying? Definitely looking for the next affordable SSD that I can get for my PS5 for sure at some point. Because you know me, I'm going digital, so gonna have to brave that new world. Have you seen? Sorry, no.
Oh no, you go.
I was just gonna move on, but go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're breaking my heart. Nah, I'm playing. Anakin, why are you doing this? Have you seen the PS5 photos, bro?
I have.
This thing thick, bro. I'm worried, bro. I'm a little worried, dog. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit it near my PS4 Pro where that is now. I'm a little concerned, man. This thing is big, bro. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. You know what I'm saying? And there's also on the doc there was some like articles that put it next to size comparisons. Like this PS5 about to be huge, bro. This thing is a tank. Like it looks like the size of a Buster sword, low key. This thing fat. There's also a link down below in the description if you wanted to get an augmented reality view of the PS5 in your home. You can do that. Not sure the process of it, but I think you use your smartphone and different things like that. You scan a QR code, and you'll be able to see the PS5 in your home to kind of make some size adjustments, if you will. But wait, do you have a PS5 pre-order?
I don't.
You don't?
No. I'm probably not gonna buy one at launch. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean you'll still play Miles Morales. It's fine.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
With putting Miles Morales on PS4, they lost my pre-order.
Which, hey, totally get it. Totally makes sense. Yeah, totally makes sense. I'm so excited as fuck for my PS5. I can't wait for that shit. I can wait to. I just want to really see like what it's like. You know what I'm saying? The DualSense controller. I want to hear. I mean, like, I want to feel venom punches from left to right. You know what I'm saying? I want to feel my controller crackle. You know, we'll see. We'll see. I will, of course, report back. And also, it's nice because now we're going to be able to compare and contrast.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
For the PS4 version, the PS5, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. So, yeah. In that sense, links below in the description to the photos of the PS5 because they are big. It's a big boy. It's a big, meaty boy. You know what I'm saying? But besides all that, we will get a look at the PS5 next week as of this recording because they are sending out some PS5s to Japanese YouTubers to go hands-on with it. I would love to be one of them, but unfortunately I'm not in Japan, nor am I Japanese. But it looks like starting from October 4th at 6 p.m. Japan time, I think is what, like Japanese Standard Time, maybe is what it stands for. Certain content creators will be. Well, it says JST, so like maybe Japanese Standard Time. I don't know. Japan time. Aren't they like a day ahead always, or like something like that? Aren't they always in the future?
They could have warned us about a lot.
Yeah, like why did they warn us about 2020? They were there first. Come on, man. Come on, guys. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
I think they're 16 hours ahead.
16 hours. Yeah, because then right now it's
4.
Oh my god, is it 7 a.m.?
It's 4 a.m. over there.
It is 4 a.m. Man, that's wild. That is crazy. Yeah, because it's 4 a.m. tomorrow there. Wow.
Wild.
That's wild. Well, while it's 16 hours ahead over there, they will get PS5 hands-on. You know what I'm saying? I hope that they upload these videos. Like, it looks like they are, so I'm definitely excited to take a look at this. And we'll definitely bring impressions to Road to PS5 for sure. Because I just want to see how big this is. Because we haven't seen the PS5. I don't believe we have seen it. Like, anyone hold it. I don't think so. As far as I can remember, you know? I just want to see it like next to a PS4 Pro. Like, how big is this fucker? You know what I'm saying? We'll see. We'll see.
Very.
Are you excited? Are you excited to take a look at the PS5 hands-on? All that good stuff.
I am. I'm probably gonna hide it behind my monitor.
Yeah, I mean, my PS4 Pro, right? Like 20% of it is behind my iMac, and the rest is sticking out at an angle. You know what I'm saying? It's like half. It's like half in the corner behind my Mac, right? Mm-hmm. I just don't know if the PS5 is gonna fit back there. I think it will. But we'll see. Like, I was looking at some measurements of the PS4 and PS5, right? Close your eyes with me, okay? Imagine both consoles are standing vertically, right? PS4 Pro and the PS5, right? Mm-hmm. So depth-wise, right? Like looking how like deep it goes into the table that it's standing on, right? The PS5 is less depth-wise than the PS4 Pro, right? But it's taller, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? Because I got plenty of tall space for the PS5 to fit.
Vertical space?
Yeah, I got plenty of verticality for the PS5.
Tall space.
You know what I'm saying? But I think it's like double the PS4 Pro's thickness, bro.
Damn, boy.
And like that is fat. Like, bro, it's a big boy. It's gonna be a tight squeeze. I think we're gonna make it work, but we'll see. Who knows? It'll be devastating if I can't put it on my desk. I'll just have to move everything, but I don't have a lot of room. You know what? We're gonna figure it out. That's all good. I'm gonna have to move some things around, but I'm not that worried about it. Last thing here on the news. Did you see this tweet going around, ArachKnight? It's by @APM Tweets with two S's on the back. He simply says, "Y'all still using Twitter for iPhone?" ? And you know how it says Twitter for iPhone on the bottom, or like Twitter for Android? You know what I'm saying? This motherfuckers says Twitter for Sony PlayStation 5.
We also had people tweeting from a fridge at one point.
I know it's fake, but like it definitely just caught my eye, and it definitely had like a lot of people viral. I mean, it definitely went viral, with this tweet. I just thought it was funny.
It was funny. Stuff like that, like that was popular for a while, like those kinds of posts.
And also, I doubt that Twitter's on PS5 day one. Because, I mean, like, you can't... Wait. No, you can compose a tweet off of... Like, if you go onto the PS4's web browser... Is there a PS4 fucking web browser? There is, right?
I don't think
Dude, I've never conceived that. Wait, I'm going... Wow. Okay, no. It does have an internet browser. It does, right? Yes. Okay, I remember it now. Yes, okay, it does, right? So I guess that way it would show up like tweet from PS4, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that makes sense. Because I know you can, of course, put up screenshots on Twitter, duh. Like, everyone knows that. But, well, perhaps I will do a similar tweet. I'll put up the first PlayStation Source tweet with the PS5 via my PS5. You know what I'm saying?
You'll have to see it.
Love to see it. But this is, oh my god, I never said the episode number. Wow. This is, of course, episode 7 of Road to PS5. The Force Awakens episode, if you will. You know what I'm saying? This one's going to be about menu UI improvements and service improvements for PS5, right? And we can tackle this however we want. You know what I'm saying, ArachKnight? Like, how are you feeling, ArachKnight? I'm gonna just go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? But the menu and UI improvements are gonna cover just the main menu of the PS5, the main operating system of the PS5, what we want to change from that whole standpoint. I have a few listed over here as well on the doc that we can, of course, reference and different stuff like that. And then there's services as well, like the PS Store, PS Plus, and of course, the much needed work, PlayStation Now. For sure. But definitely, let's hear first on what friends of the show had to say about it. Of course, I did put out a tweet this earlier in the week where you can submit your responses to the topic for this week. We had Owen saying, hopefully they fix the occasional UI lag. PlayStation Now needs an overhaul, to be honest. Gifting games to a friend from PlayStation Store would be nice, and more settings in the quick menu too. We had King Julian saying, I would definitely like to see a gifting system and make an easier way to invite friends to a party in game because it gets laggy sometimes. And then Chungi also says, the Chungi Legacy, the homie, says, improved search systems, easier for users to find their games or settings, more PS1, PS2, and PS3 game support on PS Now, better offers from PS Plus and PlayStation Store as well. You'll love to see that. And then I'm going to go down to the Discord pins because I know we had some people submit in the pins. How do you get to... Oh, here we go. Pin messages. There we go. All right. Christian Buckley says, improve digital refunds since there is an only digital SKU. That's a very good point. Let me adjust the game/party audio mix from the shortcut instead of the party settings. Very, very specific one, but I feel that. Sean Davis says tracking progress on games, gifting on the PS Store. And then I think Owen said the same thing. Sarks said significant improvements to the UI performance would be nice as well. So thank you all for giving us your thoughts before we head into this whole thing. But I guess I'll jump to you, ArachKnight. Off the top of the dome, you said you liked the PS4 menu UI. I do as well overall. I think it's a great UI system. But what do you want to improve from it? You know what I'm saying?
The only thing that, like, if they just copy pasted it into the PS5 but changed one thing, that thing would need to be the PlayStation Store and how slow it is. Just with the SSD, it shouldn't be a problem anymore. But how bad the PS Store is unacceptable. It is a nightmare to use. I will go on the PlayStation website to buy a game rather than go through the store on the console.
Damn.
It is atrocious.
Yeah. I feel that. Like, what? I'm trying to remember. Do you remember the late gen PS3 PS Store where it was literally running off of just like the web browser? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Back in PS3, like it somehow like the PS Store on PS4 isn't that, like it isn't a web browser type of viewport window thing, but it still feels like it to a degree. I really hear you on that. I also feel like they're yeah, just overall, and like maybe this will be fixed because of the SSD for sure. That'd be great or whatever, or just better networking. I don't know, but I'm with you on that. Definitely the PS Store definitely needs some oomph. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But is there anything like in specific about like the like menu of the PS4 that you want to change? Because like I honestly would not feel any type of way if the PS5 menu worked essentially like the PS4 menu. You know? Like I think it's great.
Yeah, no, it's simple, smooth. I think it's fine. Like there's nothing off the top of my head that I could personally say would be a benefit or of just ease of movement. Like I definitely prefer it. Like you just keep the games that you've recently played or games that you've pinned on your home, so they're easy to navigate through. The stores on the left, libraries on the right. It's very simple.
Yeah. I agree. I wrote a few things here on the doc as well. I'd say, gotta be quicker. I think that will be fixed with the with more RAM and the SSD and stuff like that, but the processor, I'm sure that things will be a lot snappier on PS5 than PS4 for sure. A big one that I want is tracking the amount of time playing a game, right? And not just like the application open, but like it is dynamic in the way that like it knows when you're playing the game and when you're not, right? So like I put here in the doc, like maybe they can have it where like an input isn't pressed and the game is at a static state for more than a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because like I don't want them to not count cutscenes, for example. You know what I'm saying? Like if a cutscene's playing, like even though I'm not putting in an input, whatever, like the game is not static. Like it's doing something. You know what I'm saying? So if there's a way that like they could code that where like if the game is at a static state, like at like a just at like a freeze frame or like on a pause menu, it stops the clock as well. Like I would love a really accurate time played for your games.
Yeah, that's
definitely.
I know that like Steam does it. Just like how long is the game open? Like
yeah. Which like, do those tend to be pretty accurate? I mean.
No.
What do you think? Yeah, right.
My friend, when we played Warframe, when we play Warframe, it's like, all right, yeah, it's like we're gonna call it, like let's just head to bed. It's like, cool, good night. I'll close out of the game. He won't. And one time he didn't get on his computer for 2 days because he went out of town, left the game on the entire time.
Oh my god.
And it's like, oh. He's like, oh, I have like 600 hours in Warframe. He's like, yeah, I wonder why.
Damn. Yeah. So definitely, like, I don't want an inaccurate clock. 'Cause then, like, that's just not fun. I want an accurate clock that is detecting when I'm interfacing with the game. You know what I'm saying?
You want a speed run clock, because that's how they do it in
honestly,
speed running.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. No. With games on like computer, like you have to download some software for like a clock, and it scans your system's memory to know when a game is loading to when a game is normally just playing. Like the second that you hit start, and then the clock starts, and then it's loading. Every time you hit a loading screen, the clock stops.
Yeah, like I know Final Fantasy VII Remake did something like that too. You know, where like on the pause menu, it would eventually just like stop counting the amount of time played.
Yeah,
I like that too. Yeah, I like that.
So, I think that's a good system. Like that way, it's like, oh, I have like 500 hours. It's like, but only like 100 of it was like in game.
Right.
So
yeah,
I just like seeing how much time I've sunk into a game. Like I really wish like they eventually did this on the RE website, but I was very curious on how much time I put into RE2 before the website implemented that, or at least I found out about the website.
I don't know that either. Interesting.
I put a lot of time into RE2.
Hey, it's a good game.
It is a good game. I didn't know how much time I put into Apex Legends last year until the beginning of this year, where Sony did that, like my PS4 2019 or whatever. 400 hours just on consoles.
Gosh.
And I put another 400 on PC.
Put another 400 into depression vibes.
Oh no, that's we match 100%. Like
100%. Let's go.
I keep telling them to stop, but they won't. They just keep updating it.
Damn. I would also like the ability to set trophy notifications, like specifically like if you're really close to a platinum, or occasionally it'll be like, hey, you're like 10 trophies away from the platinum or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I think that could be very cool of them to do. Do you remember like the Modern Warfare 2 XP bar on the bottom that gradually filled as you were in matches? Does that make sense?
I believe so, yeah.
I would want something like that for the actual like notification like bar that comes up. I would like a little like visual cue that is like a bar filling that I can quickly glance how much progress I'm doing on this game for trophies. I think that could be really cool. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially especially for the trophy hunters.
Absolutely, which I am not, but I still think it's cool to look at trophies for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan. I would also like the ability to mass delete friends and messages, because that's not a thing. You have to go through one by one and check them off. It's very, very annoying. Especially messages the most. Like, I want to be able to just wipe all my messages in one swoop. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like just select all. Like what? How? Like how is that not a thing? I don't know. It's beyond me. Beyond me. Discord integration, ArachKnight. You know what I'm saying? I would like that. Even if it's just like, hey, TKD is playing, Spider-Man Miles Morales. You know what I'm saying? I would like a little something like that. I know Xbox has that. I would like it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I absolutely agree. Like it's just nice to have. Like there's nothing bombastic about it. There's nothing like over the top. It's just the ArachKnight is playing Spider-Man Miles Morales on PS5 or whatever. And
yeah,
but you can't avoid your friends. It's like, hey, you want to play Among Us? It's like, oh yeah, sorry, I'm busy, and you're playing like Spider-Man. Because I've tried to do that before.
Oh yikes!
It's like, yo, let's play Among Us. Or sometimes, like, my friends will sometimes just message me the room code.
Oh.
They don't even say, hey, you want to play Among Us? It's like, here's the room code. Join the call.
Damn.
It's like, yo, I'm actually busy right now. It's like, wow, that's wild. And then they'll all message me. It's like, play Among Us. It's like, ugh.
I still haven't even played like a full public match of Among Us. I've only done like the stuff for training and like you get to learn each job. I still haven't actually played it. I'm excited to play it one day though.
It's a lot of fun. Like, screaming and lying to your friends is always fun.
I know I'm gonna be horrible at it, but like, I definitely want to play it someday. It'll be soon. The last thing I did for like menu UI is actually a thing that I don't know if it's on Xbox One right now, but I know it's going to come to the Xbox Series X and S. Is the ability to send screenshots automatically to your phone, either screenshots or clips. I think that is a clutch feature.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I would love that. Oh my god, if it was able to just, hey, it's on your phone, just like that. Oh, I would adore that. You know, that would be a very, very good thing that I would love to see on the menu and UI for sure. Involving that. So, but overall, I'm sure the menu and UI will run great and everything. I'm sure it's gonna be, you know, it'll as long as it works and it functions and it's quick, snappy, and fast. I'm very easy to please in that way, and it sounds like you are as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, if it works, it's all good. What does work now, but what could work better, is PlayStation Plus, right? I think it's a great service. I'm a PS Plus member. Are you a PS Plus member? I forgot.
I am.
Beautiful. Love to see it. PS Plus boys. But I would like them to add PSVR games permanently to the monthly games. You know what I'm saying? I figured they would when they took off PS3 games recently, which was about like a year and a half ago, I think, or maybe 2 years ago almost. But they didn't. They just went to just 2 PS4 games. When PS Plus first came out, we were at one point getting PS3, PS4, and Vita games every month. Like, it was fire, for sure. But now it's just 2 PS4 games. Granted, one could argue that the PS4 games they are giving us nowadays are of a higher quality, for sure, which can't argue with that, you know. But I think that starting to build PlayStation Plus users' library with PSVR games would inevitably be another incentive for them to get a PSVR 2 down the line in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that'd be a very, very cool way to get people and to entice them to buy a PSVR. You know? For sure. Like, just having that build up library, but I don't know. What do you think?
I'm just not a huge fan of VR.
I figured by your silence, but I feel you.
I don't know. It's just because it's not for me doesn't mean that it's not a good thing. Like, I definitely see the benefits for people that do enjoy it, and for them, I'm happy for them. But it's not my bread and butter. I've threatened to throw my VR headset for much less. Like, I don't care personally about VR. It just makes me motion sick.
Right. Oh. I mean, like, if it's a motion sickness thing, then I totally feel you on that. Right. Like,
yeah. Like,
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
It's not the like. It's the games are a small issue, but the majority of it is the first time I played VR for more than like an hour at a time, I almost threw up.
Definitely.
It was
the only time I got really sick was like I was playing Skyrim actually.
Oh.
The first time I ever played Skyrim ever was on my PSVR unit.
Mistake.
Tried it out at a friend's house. It was like, I don't know, like it was cool, but like I wasn't like blown away by it, whatever. But then the game, so I forgot what happened, but like I think I was trying to like bend down or something, or like I was picking up something off the ground. I think I don't even know I don't even know why, but I tried to crouch in Skyrim VR, and my player, when I was getting up, shot up into the air, ArachKnight, and just flew off the map, flew into the heavens, and that, I hit my mic really hard right there, like flew all the way up, and that, my brain did not compute. It was very bad. I didn't throw up or anything, but I got very queasy, very, very, very nauseous, you know what I'm saying, at my eyes seeing one thing, me flying up in the air but then not feeling it. Like, it was a whole thing.
Oh yeah, but no, your body waits for that feeling.
Yeah, it just doesn't get it right.
I've also hit my fan playing like games, because it's like, I'll play a game called like Robo Recall, and there's a robot jumping down from somewhere higher than I am, so I'll aim up and then I'll bash the shit out of my hand on my fan.
That hurts.
And it's like, ow. It's like pain. It's like, all right, I'm done playing Robo Recall.
Well, me, I'm a nice short king, so I've never hit my fan.
I'm 6'2", like My head
I'm
can almost
5'7".
my head can almost touch the bottom part of my fan on my ceiling. Like I am a tall boy.
I'm a
Short
small king, let alone we all kings.
We all
no
kings.
matter the height, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I would just like to PSVR just to give me more of an incentive to buy a PSVR 2 in the future, but we'll see. Next up, I want them to introduce a PlayStation All Access bundle tier for services, right? I want them to finally bundle PS Plus and PS Now into one paid thing annually.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The number that I'm thinking in my head, $100 at max. Yeah, because like 60 for, I mean, that's what I think they would do. If I would really want them to do, I would want them to do like 80 or 90. Because PS Now is $10 a month, and then PS Plus is $60 a year, right? So if I mean, if you're paying for both, holy shit, I pay $180. I do. Damn, what the fuck? Wow, I just realized that. Wow, I just realized. See, so like, you know what? Never mind. $100. I want it to be $100. Like, just give me a deal. Give me a deal. You know what I'm saying? I think those two, I think it could be a very, very enticing thing overall. You know what I'm saying? In spite of, yes, we will talk about PS Now because that needs some work. All right. But I think for PS Plus, I think that they should combine those two services, have a nice discount for those that want to subscribe to both. And yeah, just make it enticing, you know? Mm-hmm. I want them to keep expanding the PlayStation collection, ArachKnight. The, of course, collection that we got during the PS5 showcase 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? Almost, like a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
It's great that we're getting all these games and a lot of them are very high Metacritic scoring games, very critically acclaimed. But I don't want it to just stop there. I hope they add on to it, and I don't know if that's the intention straight up. Maybe it is. Maybe I have no reason to worry about this, but I don't know if that collection's ever going to grow, and I would like it to, you know. What do you think about that?
I hope so. Like, I hope so. It's just I don't understand why there wouldn't be a reason to at least attempt to compete with the Game Pass. Because it's a solid deal. It's a solid idea. The Game Pass is a great idea. Like, there are a lot of games that I haven't played at all that I am now able to play using Game Pass, like Sunset Overdrive, which is a phenomenal time. I am having a lot of fun with that game. I don't understand why Sony wouldn't at least try to put their own spin on an idea that's universally praised. Like, I don't see anybody complaining about Game Pass other than the price. It is a little expensive, yeah, of course.
I mean, what, it's $15 a month?
Yeah.
I don't think that's... I mean, you know, money is money, but like I think that's honestly a really good deal.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like, because
for like day and date games, like from here on out, you know what I'm saying? Like that's
$180 a year.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Which, that's 3 games. 3 games that you play and then you either pick up again or you never pick up again. So that's about roughly 3 games. That's solid. Definitely. For sure. But that's pretty much it for me in terms of PS Plus. Let's go to the PS Store because we got a little bit more to work on here with the PlayStation Store. We talked a little bit about it beginning of this whole conversation. Wish list. Did you know that there's a wish list on the PlayStation Store website, but not on the PlayStation 4 itself? No.
Beyond me, right? But I not only want that wish list, I want a wish list like Amazon's wish list, where if a thing goes on sale and it's on your wish list, it'll notify you. Like, it'll send you a notification like, hey, yo, this thing is discounted, bro. If you want it, you can get it on low. You know? I would like that for the PS Store, for sure. You know? Just, hey, next time I turn my PS4, notify me, hey, you know, you were looking at BioShock, you know, it's discounted right now, or hey, you were looking at Demon Souls, you know, discounted right now. I would like that a lot, and I think it's no brainer too because like I feel like that would push a lot of people to buy it if they know it's on sale.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. Steam does that, and I've sunk way too much money into Steam.
Does Steam notify you as well if
Yes.
there's like a sale? Oh, it does? Oh, you see? Like, come on, man. That's fire. That's fire. I would like other people to see my wish list as well. You know what I'm saying? Perhaps this next one I'll play into it. I'll just read it right now. Gifting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could peruse ArachKnight's, wish list on Christmas Eve night and perhaps purchase him a game,
How generous.
Definitely. What if you could like, if your console, if you like allow friends to do this, like when they gift you a game, they can start installing it on your PS5. It's like, hey man, because I would definitely buy you a game at like when you're sleeping, and then wake up to boom, Demon Souls on your PS5 ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Or like something like that where it's like automatic downloads.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to accept the gift because. Because at least on Steam you can reject it.
Now that I think about it, yeah, okay, because you wouldn't want like a random person just like installing shit on your fucking PS5, like that's some bullshit. But I don't know.
Oh yeah, here's 2 Modern Warfare sized games. Have fun.
Yeah.
Or it's like slows down your bandwidth for everybody in the house. It's like, oh great, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, okay, maybe not that. Okay, so maybe still control the download from the user, but I would like to buy ArachKnight a game, if I may, off Christmas Eve to his PS5. That'd be great.
That would be great.
Also, it's weird how like that's just not a thing. Like that's so weird to me. How it's still not a thing. So we talked a little bit about the PS Store as like an OS menu thing. Specifically, I think the PS Store needs a better, robust native application. Right now, you can access the PS Store off of just, of course, your web browser on your phone or off of the PlayStation app. But when you click on the PlayStation app and go to the store via that way of going about it, it's still like a viewport of like the website. You know what I'm saying? And like, I think that they really need to bolster the PlayStation Store application on your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like just make it a more better overall service. And I feel like they'll probably have to because I have a digital console. Right? Mm-hmm. So my main business is going to be on the PlayStation Store. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they can make it better. Maybe add some cool features. Maybe, I would love the notification for the game to go on my phone as well. Not just my PS5, Let me know, hey, BioShock's on sale. That'd be dope.
Yeah, with like an email or like if you have the PlayStation app.
Yeah, definitely. I would love a better rating system as well, and some sort of like blog or like message board or like threads for games within the PS Store. Because I know, tell me a little bit about how it is on Steam. As someone that uses Steam a lot.
When you go on a game's main page, you scroll down a little bit. Like you can see the first thing, like when you open the screen for a game, like on the very right, like you scroll down just a little bit, you can see the Metacritic score and the user score, like recent reviews and all reviews by people that reviewed it on Steam on a scale of like positive, very positive, overwhelmingly positive, and the inverse. You scroll down even more, you see user reviews, like and you can filter by all reviews, positive reviews, negative reviews, purchase types, languages, date ranges, play times, and summaries.
You see, like, that's what the hell I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I want that. There is some like rinky-dink like 5-star rating on PS Store, but like it's not. That's not it. What are we, YouTube in 2009? You know what I'm saying? Come on, stop this.
It's a little bare bones.
Yeah. I want whatever you just said. I want that. I like the Metacritic integration too. That's great. That's honestly really, 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 really cool.
Yeah, no, sure. It's a great system to know how people feel about a game, and you have to own the game to review it. You can't just. It has to be your game.
Yeah.
Like.
I would like not only when you buy it you can review it, but also like you gotta spend a certain amount of time with the game. I feel like to be able to submit a review.
Yeah.
Like I'd say like what, at least an hour and a half.
With Steam, you can do it like as soon as you launch the game, you can review it. But that's why there's a playtime filter.
Oh, I see.
It's like if you want people that have played over an hour, over any amount of time, you can. There's a wheel, or not a wheel, but like a bar that you can like mess with.
That is neat.
So it's like, oh, you want a minimum of 1 hour, minimum of 2, 3, so on and so forth hours before seeing and reading those reviews. Like you can do that.
Because like hypothetically speaking, the person that has like 10 hours might have more of a better view of the game than the person that has 1 hour.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you can filter it to how you want.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I want that on PlayStation. That sounds phenomenal. I also want some sort of reward system for spending your money on PS Store, similar to Nintendo points on eShop. I don't know if Steam has that. Do you guys have that?
We have a point system.
You guys do? Like, so you get points for every purchase on Steam, and it...
Yeah, it's very new.
Okay. Yeah, I would like something like that as well. I think that's also a great way to get people to spend money on PS Store for sure. You know what I'm saying? Give us something back. What do they call it? You know what? Give us PSPs, PlayStation Points. You know what I'm saying?
You love to see
Sound good? Sound good? Sound good? I want that. Better search. Do you remember seeing this viral Twitter video of a developer trying to find his game in the PS Store? It was launch day for his game. It was called Descenders. The developers are No More Robots. And the game was buried like under like movies and like TV shows in the PS Store, and it took him like a solid like 45 seconds, like a minute, to even find his game on the PS Store for launch of that game. That to me is just like atrocious, bro.
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
Like that is so that is not.
That's rough, buddy.
That's no. I think that they really need to do a lot to work on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would argue, like, honestly, like there should be a there should be just a separate section for games where if you search in the game section, you won't get a movie. You know, and like maybe that will end up being like a little bit too cumbersome for some people. Like if they really want to find a TV show or a movie, whatever, you know. But I don't know. I think that should never happen. Day one, trying to find your game on PS Store and you can't find it. I think that's horrible. So I just think whether it's like a toggle to search for all things on PS Store or like just games, whatever. Which I'm pretty sure that's a thing. I think, but definitely just better search in general. Just better search. That should not happen at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want, next to games available for purchase, I want the average time to beat data. Whether that is data that is garnered from the PlayStation itself, a feature that we wanted to have in the menu, or it's done through how long to beat. I would want that a lot. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that? Do you want to know how long the game is before you buy it?
I don't care, personally. I know some people do.
Yeah. I definitely care. I'm definitely one of those that cares. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to play everything that is, you know, trending or like new, and you know, I like to make sure I'm informed of a lot of games. You know what I'm saying? So I would love like an average how long to beat for sure. I would definitely like that on the PSR, but totally get it if it's not a thing that someone cares about. Totally get it. Last one is pretty much straightforward. Update the speed and the stability of the store overall. Like it's not the greatest, you know what I'm saying? So we can up that. ArachKnight. This section I kind of just want to call, and this is our last section as well. I just want to kind of just call it like, what's it gonna take for you to be a PS Now subscriber? Because I don't think you are one, right? So like, I want to ask someone that is like the complete person that likely would never get PS Now. What would entice you to get PlayStation Now?
Better streaming of games.
Okay.
Because when I tried to play Infamous 1 on my PS4,
Yeah.
I didn't download it. It was a long time ago, so I don't remember if there was an option in particular to download the game before playing it. If there was, and it makes the game smooth, then that's my fault. That's on me. But from the extent of my experience, it was not an enjoyable time.
No, and you're right. You have never been able to download PS3 games.
Yeah.
On PS Now. It's only been PS4 games. So you're right on that. You definitely had to stream it. This goes into my third bullet point. I'll just read it here. I agree. I think that they need to start like there was an article that came out I think like a year and a half ago maybe about Microsoft and Sony teaming up to using Microsoft's Azure servers on PS Now. I was trying to look into it. I don't know if they're currently using them right now or when that's supposed to happen, but I would like that to happen. Because PS Now servers aren't I mean, for me, they work very, very well. You know what I'm saying? I have very good internet. For me, I have very little issues with PS Now, but I definitely have issues from time to time with PS Now. And I would like to see that ironed out for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just have a better, more stable, better quality of streaming and different stuff like that. So, for sure.
Like,
I would say next. Oh no.
I was gonna say is like I have a decent internet connection. Like on my PlayStation, I'll get like 80 Mbps. Like I enjoy fast internet, but even with those speeds, it's still unenjoyable. It's very clunky and stuttery. Right. So I can't imagine for people that live somewhere or don't have the opportunity to have a solid internet connection.
Yeah, for sure. I'd say the most important thing about PS Now that needs to be updated is the overall aesthetic and the overall just app as a whole. It is garbage. It straight up is reminiscent of like PS3 PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like legit how it looks. It needs a facelift. It needs I would say U-Haul. It needs an overhaul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I really hope that we get that on PS5. If I boot up my PS5 and log into my account and I go to PS Now and it looks the exact same, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. For real. Like I'm gonna be fucking pissed. You know, I just think that's completely not acceptable at all. You know, it's not even acceptable now, the way PS Now looks. You know, like I mean, like at its core, it works, sure, but I think that it could be a lot better and more modern. I would argue, you know. Another one I would say is that downloads need to come to all games, whether that's through the rumored remastering engine that's coming to PS Now, allegedly. That's what people are saying, allegedly. I don't know if I believe it at this point, but they're saying that remastering engine is still a thing and that it'll come to PS Now, and that's how they'll bolster PS Now into means of like they will be able to play native PS3, PS2, and PS1 games off of your subscription of PS Now on your PS5. Like I think that is definitely something that could definitely bolster it. Would it be a big deal to you to download PS3 games locally and play them?
Absolutely. Like if I could download PS3 games, I would think about a PS Now subscription.
Yeah, definitely. You and probably a lot of other people for sure.
Because the first games I would download is Infamous 1, 2, and Festival of Blood.
Oh,
those are the first games I would download.
What other game could be first?
I'd like to replay the God of War games.
Yep, those are all there.
The old Ratchet games.
There's not a ton of them there.
No, but just games that I missed.
Yeah. I think it's called the Future Trilogy. I think the Future Trilogy is on PS Now, but not the original trilogy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I would look around for games that I missed.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would pay for it for a month just to play the Infamous games again.
That works out. Boom, pow, you love to see it. Next up, though, one of the last 2 points I have. When a PS Now game leaves the service and you download the game or add it to your PlayStation Now library, it should still be playable with an active subscription. I really agree with this because like we saw them like experimenting with this where like they added like God of War on the PS Now for a little bit. And as far as I can tell, I believe when the service leaves it, even if you have it downloaded, it won't work. Like, it's just gone, right? Which I think it should work like how the PS Plus games work, where, hey, they are ripe and ready right here this month, right? You can stream it. You can download it. No, I'm sorry. You can't stream PS Plus games, but you can download it or add it to your library and download it later, right? I think the same thing should be applied for PlayStation Now, right? I'd say, like, if you add it to your PS Now library, then you can either stream it or download it even after the game leaves the PS Now service. You know?
Yeah. It's like
I don't... Yeah.
It's like a Flappy Bird thing where you have, like, a memento of the past.
Yeah, it's like, what was it? Oh, my God, I'm forgetting the demo. Shoot.
Silent Hills?
Yeah, but what was that demo called? Oh, my God.
PT.
Playable trailer. PT. Is that what it stands for?
Yeah.
Interesting. Last one I got here is once Apple and Google allow gaming streaming services onto their platforms, PS Now should have a dedicated application. I agree with this. Let's do it. Why not? You know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't use it that much, but I would still like to see it. You know what I'm saying? I would personally like to see it. But ArachKnight, I mean, I guess I'll leave the floor to you. Do you have any other ways that you want to improve the PlayStation ecosystem beyond what we talked about already?
Just clean up some aspects of the UI, and I'm totally fine.
I thought you were gonna say, "Hey, man, just clean up your room, and we'll see if I take you to the toy store tomorrow."
It's like, honestly, they got like a little optimization, but that's why I'm feeling confident with the SSD. Then maybe we'll think about buying a subscription. Okay.
I feel that. Clean up the house, and maybe I'll subscribe to PlayStation Now. You know what I'm saying? But the house ain't dirty. It is a little messy though. You know, it's a little messy. But
it is a little messy.
Definitely let us know in the comment section what would you like changed and improved upon with the PlayStation 5 services and menu as a whole. But I guess we'll call the show there. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a little bit shorter than what we usually do, but I mean, shoot. I guess it's a wrap. I don't know. I guess you get the clock out early, ArachKnight. I guess you get the clock out early. You know what I'm saying? This is like that Monday shift, you know? It's like, hey, you know.
Depends on the Mondays from what I remember.
That is true. But on a very slow Monday, you know, 7 o'clock, you know what? Go home, man. It's all good. It's all good, bro.
Those days are the worst.
Have a nice
because
night.
It's a 40-minute drive just to be there for 2-3 hours. Like, yeah, you spent more than half of your shift driving. It's like, oh, you drove almost 2 hours just to be here for 3 hours. Like, great, thanks.
You hate to see it. You
truly hate to see it.
God damn. Well, in that case, I'm gonna, ArachKnight, take the day off, good sir. Where can people find you? Where can the people find you?
I am on the PlayStation Source Discord under the same name. The link will be in the description below. I am on Twitter at Orly_Macias. Just talking about Doom. Doom comic books, all that good stuff. Occasionally tweeting out some screenshots from games that I'm playing. Think I'm getting better at them. Trying to catch up to Owen.
Trying to catch up to freaking Owen.
Owen's screenshots.
Do we want to call out Owen publicly right now?
For
I'm
just in general.
Anything. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
imagine living in the UK.
Oh, water. Get a bottle of water. You know what I'm saying?
Water.
Come on, Brev.
What?
Hey, Brev. You know you a waste man, eh?
Hey.
Where else can people find you?
I'd like a chip, please.
Bro, shout out to the UK. shout out to all y'all, but I do say Walter as a joke.
Well, imagine losing the war. Could not be.
Bunch of losers, yo.
That's why you guys don't. Losers. That's why you guys don't get anything over there. That's why you don't get.
Hey, that's why y'all are getting the PS5 second.
Yeah, because
y'all lost the war. Maybe if you would have won that thing, maybe we would have sent you that PS5 same time as us. But
tragic.
A bunch of losers.
Could not be us.
Meanwhile, our country's literally ripping at the seams.
Oh yeah, it's
literally falling apart, y'all. It's a wrap.
It's a yeah.
When it eventually collapses, I am going to completely ignore everything I've said about the UK and ask if I could, stay with y'all for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, damn, that's crazy. Y'all got that visa though?
Like, damn, that's wild, y'all from the States. LMAO. They're gonna pull up this exact episode.
Oh yeah, no.
Like, sir, I don't know. You was talking that sauce,
Just go to Canada.
Mm-hmm. Canada's nice.
Canada's nice.
I've heard Canada's nice. Canada's cool.
I'll go to Canada.
Definitely.
But yeah, last place you can find me is on Twitch, where I will hopefully I was planning on starting soon, but this semester has been kind of nonstop with everybody trying to figure it online. So
yeah, man,
I honestly haven't had enough time. So I can only play for an hour and a half at a time. That's, I don't know. I don't want that to be how it is. Oh, okay, good stream. Yeah. I have to go do homework. Bye.
Yeah. Definitely feel you on that. I have your Twitch bookmarked just in case. Ooh. There you go live. You know what I'm saying? I'm there.
Thank you.
But this has been Road to PS5, the weekly podcast series about any and all things PS5 as we head towards the release of the PlayStation 5. With me, of course, my luxurious that was the intro bit. You can catch the show here on YouTube.com PlayStation Source, as well as your favorite podcast service every Sunday by hitting the anchor link down below to find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Podcasts, Spotify, and any other major podcast service, or by just searching PlayStation Source podcast feed on your respective service. To support the show, you can, of course, like and subscribe, as well as become the member, or not the member, a member of the channel by hitting the join button or the link in the description. The Prince tier and the King tier are $1 and $5 respectively. That give you access to different channel badges, emotes, as well as shoutouts in all PSS content, just like the homies Caleb Kaiser, Bashful Brody, ArachKnight, and Owen. Follow us on all other platforms such as Discord and Twitter down below in the description. Damn, I can't talk. In the description. And yeah, we'll be back next week. I wanted to do a long pregnant pause and just see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
I was wondering if the call dropped. I was like, hello.
That's what we got. Thank God for watching. And as always, greatness awaits. See you guys later.
Stay safe, guys.